Stone crab fishery is the third largest export fishery in the Bahamas, valued at an estimated $3.1 million each year.
Well, most fishermen in the Bahamas fish stone crab traps. Some use wooden traps and some use a plastic trap. We take them out, the trap, and we hold it to each bite of it in our hands and we snap out the biggest one and we toss it back into the water. A lot of Bahamian people had experiences with land crabs. Most Bahamians know how to declaw a crab. The only thing is, it's more technical to declaw the stone crab because you're trying to keep the crab alive and put it in the water so it could grow back its bite and continue living, give us at least two more clips.
The closed season for stone crab in the Bahamas is from 1st of June to 15 October each year to allow the crabs to reproduce. Stone crab claw or biter size must be 4 inches to be harvested in the Bahamas. It is illegal to harvest claws from an egg-bearing female at any time. Additionally, it is best practice to only harvest 1 claw or biter from a stone crab so it can continue to feed, defend itself from predators, and have the best chance at surviving to regrow its claw and reproduce. When using the traditional fishing practice of clipping the biter off, an estimated 37% or just over 1/3 of stone crabs die after they are released. Have you ever seen a lizard drop its tail off? This can happen when it feels threatened by a predator. And this is similar to what crabs can do. If a stone crab thinks it's under attack and that its claw or biter has been damaged, they can drop that biter off to escape from the predator. The break is cleaner and it happens in a good area for the wound to heal quickly. Fishers can do this by simply sticking a sharp object into the soft joint halfway down the biter. This makes the crab think it's being attacked, and it will drop its biter right off, doing less harm to the crab. Now, if you use the new method by sticking the soft part of the biter to let it naturally drop off at the joint, only about 8% of crabs die after being released back into the sea. That means that this new method could potentially save up to 29% more stone crabs, who can then go on to regrow their biters and reproduce to sustain the fishery in the Bahamas. Using this new technique where stone crabs drop their biters, along with the other best practices like only taking 1 claw from each crab, is a great way to ensure that more crabs are surviving after you release them so that they can regrow their claw and go on to reproduce.
You get a bad break on it, it'll hit the bottom and dies. I think it's a better way. It's good for conservation because we don't lose as much crabs as what we're losing now. So you can hold the crab and you can turn the biter and you can stick it in there and push it, jiggle it until the claw will come off. So you gotta set up a post. If you catch a conch, that's the end of that conch. A lobster, a fish, is done. Crab, if you check it good, because you know the crab give you 3 sets of biters. So this is a sustainable fishery. To all stone crabbers, new method of stone crabbing. You don't clip the biter. You stick it in the joint and it releases itself. It's a new way of declawing the crab. We learn it every day. We learn more and more about the stone crab industry. The way we're doing it, something is wrong. So if we find a new way, I think we should try that. And if it works, continue on with it. I gotta make it work.
So remember, don't clip the biter, stick it.